right there, but just to make his way back to the site. Now, top floor control has been forfeited here by the likes of Space Station Gaming, and as a new E1D comes in, there they go. They're entering the site right through the smoke canister into a safe corner to try and get that plan down. And Geo will be taking a lot of damage right now, will be forced to go off into a secondary position right now, but no one is there to try and challenge it. A third smoke canister actually doing the job right there, thinking they will spot him out, and that's the diffuser dropped.
Achieved on the backside, is able to get one more. They still have a bit of a cross angle, but the diffuser is cold in a very tricky situation to get it back up. They do not have full comfort, but Rampy goes deep and swings close. He's able to just get the pop round here, puts a hole in the wall that Charla is well aware of. He digs deep towards the pantry and the prep, but can't quite find the recipe for success, so goes for the bigger rotation, gets dropped. SSG get the first round.
C4 play later on in the round. Rampy and Fultz both have one available to them. So we'll want to know whether or not it's going to be clear to move into the bar as Rampy already goes down. The drone right there spotted him out, and he will be recovered potentially, but Merc is already right on them, trying to put some pressure down.
Oh, that's teamwork, and that's trying to save Private Rampy now as he's holding on for the best of his ability, but Bolo is there to get a double of his own inside the kitchen from deep. There's just one more man lying down in the corner. They're well aware, and it's Merc who's going to be able to pull together. Bolo! From under to the top, luggage packed and sent home. Get out of here. This is a TSM round, and it's only one man trying to keep the cool vibes done, but no more a 4K. Burnt some of the potential utility that is around in the corner. It's pinging, and it's hoping that they can catch it with these charges underneath. Beautifully played. Good coordination, as we've seen on the approach, to get whether it's bodies or utility. They know where everything needs to be and why it needs to be there, but with Bolo still holding down on the bottom of Cool Vibes, it's up to SSG to see if they can try and reposition themselves. They're fully aware of where the intention of TSM is. They've put down their flags, marked their lines, and kind of fired up some flares here, and it's down to SSG to see if they can go out of this planet, and they do! Rampy with the double, and Canadian is able to find one on the board. Here's the first of, I don't want to say it's his final SI, because
you never know.
You never know.
You never know, but it should be the final SI, as he said himself, but you never know if he's going to stick around. Nonetheless, though, great start here for Space Station as they managed to pick up 2 of these kills. Now, it's only up to Achieved and Charla. What can they make happen with just the 2 of them? Bit of pressure being put down from the window. Rampy is aware of that. Goes prone just to make sure that he avoids any hit whatsoever. As Achieved now gets taken down from the hatch, it's only up to Charla now, who is outside on the hookah balcony. Spots that one player out fast, but not able to put down any shots or any hits yet. And well, this will probably, you would say, go the way of Space Station, but he's very close to hitting ahead right there.
Yeah, he's popping towards pre-fired angles, but with 30 seconds and, well, nothing else really done outside of a bits of bobs of utility, it is a big suffer for them to try and pull something here. He's looking for a potential confused pick, and he knows it's going to be a firefight whichever way he enters. Doesn't quite get, does, in fact, able to find Fultz in the head of him, but with Nade at the top of the stairs, well, he doesn't even get that far. Bosco from deep and the back of the bar is able to drop it off, and SSG find a response to what was a pretty rude awakening in the previous. Potentially catch somebody loose around the back if they believe Kitchen is safe. Well, he's about to try and make sure that it isn't.
Luckily not the bomb side, as we are playing on the bar, so as Rampy still has security and office in control, also has the opportunity to try and rotate through to Courtyard and maybe even get back through the kitchen to try and put some damage down. Oh, they have a drone. They're trying to go for the wallbang. Will not succeed, though, as thinking they gets a kill with that Nitro. 20 seconds left. Now there's a lot of pressure on TSM.
He's just trying to find where that ping is. They know that they're not safe to push as long as he's still alive, and he has played this perfectly. There it is, though. Nade with one more. Bolo goes deep. He's able to get the drop on one, but now he's the only one left. Finds one more, but he body blocked the door. Can't quite get the diffuser in time with the split angle held, and SSG are able to put themselves 2 rounds ahead of their opponents. They're still able to get themselves rotated round, see if they can pull a little bit more intel, a little bit more information. The pulse comes out, not joined by a push at that moment in time, though. It allows them to swing round, and Bolo to swing into Canadian. Rampy battles back, is able to drop the man before he can do any more damage. The Goyo shield is popped, the room floods with fire, and Nade, well, he's keeping himself a little bit cool just underneath the projector, waiting for somebody to drift a little bit closer into his gun.
4v3 right here for TSM. This is an advantage, but they have been in that situation before. Rampy, however, does not spot out the head. Geo will be able to pick up the kill. Chief will follow that one up as well. It's only up to Bosco now. The one man left standing in the kitchen gets spotted due to all these the EU1Ds that are popping off right here. A little bit of damage is being done, and there's a lot of vertical pressure to arise as well. Goes aggressive with the shotgun. It's not going to be able to last or get that kill. As Achieved gets it. Takes down Bosco, takes the win here for this round into TSM's hands.
Time to dig themselves up without getting drawn in by the potential behind them. There's a ping, there's a great gas canister that really preempted that E1D now. Nade is trying to hold on for his life and everything is exploding or smoking around him. He's finally able to dig into a corner, but it's Charla that goes down. Rampy with the rotation via officers gets one. Bolo tries to get revenge but can't quite catch him. 40 seconds, another body goes down. It's Nade. Tried to find something at the bottom of Cool Vibes but couldn't quite get it, but there's Achieved with that crossfire on Rampy. It's a 4 versus 1. Another body down on the Cool Vibe stairs now as they try and swing round. Dropped by Bosco, but Geo is going to try and put the diffuser down. One of the highest plant stats across NAL, and he's trying to make sure it carries on through here.
Oh,
No!
Bosco!
Bosco with a double kill!
Tosses out the smoke canister. You saw the member going down prone, but got down, and it allowed him to just quickly peek onto the planter, shutting him down as we quickly are going to be looking over that surely soon again. What a play it was, a 1v3 clutch from Bosco. If it wasn't even more, it was a 1v4 that is. Look at that, Bolo going down, quickly getting the shot in right on time. They know what needs to happen. They need to get deep into the corner to get that plant from going on. And are they going to make it happen? Are they going to make the run?
Well, this is where things might start to strike. You can see they are setting up and ready to go on that 3-2-1 mark. And here we go, spraying deep, and the canisters pop, allowing the man outside a shower to dig past. He's going to try and stick it in the meantime. The distractions are coming through. There is a bit of a pop, and there's a bit of a replacement behind the bomb chassis to offer the cover, but it doesn't protect you from that. The C4 from deep. Diffuser is picked back up with Geo getting a double. However, Fultz is going to try and stick it with the cover that's coming across. There's Rampy right down 90 to drop the one. He's going for the second behind the mirror window. Just one body left. There he is on the door, but they're able to hold on just in time.
Rampy, you could say, well, is it really a waste? The man is currently 11 of 4. I think I would be fine.
I don't.
Using, 2 of
whatever you can use to kill Rampy, it's not a waste.
I know, right? It's like a good one. It's not a waste. You used to C4, so be it. You still have the man advantage right now. There's no more extra vertical pressure that is really coming down. What is, however, coming down is Canadian that just threw in a Candela and now gets the kill down onto Achieved as well.
Now, it's actually worth talking about the Ying here. Obviously, it's one of the first picks that we've seen coming through for her on this, and it's a great map. The same way that we talked about the E1D allowing such quick pace to the push, but here's 20 seconds, and there's still bodies loose, and there's the diffuser down. Bolo inside for the double, finds himself another one, and here it is only 10 seconds, but none of it is going to be spent alive by Bosco as TSM pull us back level. He saves him, and Rampy is there ready to try and get some revenge, but look at the body there in office too. They want to try and apply, but it's Achieved who actually suffers back, battled and pushed away by a bit of a steady gunfight. Not killed though, and that is the most important factor when you only have 40 seconds left.
And the first one going down, but Chala now getting the kill down onto Canadian. The Candelas will still pop, however. Fultz putting up a little bit of damage, but not enough for jump out in the meantime. Achieved. Able to pick up Fultz, but he instantly gets traded out by Rampy, who now pushes up to the Cool Vibe stairs. A smoke canister, however, will be trying to slow him down just a little bit. Tosses out the flashbang out of nowhere as Bosco is hoping to put up some pressure as well towards the face. Are they going to be able to make this stick?
Geo digs deep, finds one more, and now it's a 2 versus 3 as they try and clear up. Charla cuts a man in half, and it's just down to Nade outside on the Nomad. Swings to one, can't see the second, and now with only 5 seconds left and 3 guns, knowing exactly where you are, it's a bit of a Hail Mary to throw yourself in, but Merc doesn't even let you have a take them with a lot of pressure and a lot of blood taken out of the 2 defenders. It's Rampy that's finally able to open the first, swinging round and droned hot ahead across that 90 corridor now as we can see TSM are just reshuffling, retrying to find some pockets of safety before SSG starts setting up for their collapse. Bolo, in the meantime, he's a little bit curious what's going on around this bank flank, and he finds Fultz, and that's going to set some alarms swinging in the SSG room.
I was already going to say, the fact that they get the opening kill does not necessarily mean that they have the round, because it happened in round 9 as well. Canadian onto Bolo, that was. Oh, still alive right now, able to pick up the refrag. Fultz will drop, not having the best of games as of far. Gets to go for the second. We'll be able to get it, goes for the third, but he will not land that one. Thinking Nate gets the refrag, and we stay in a 3-on-3 with only 20 seconds left. Canadian has a diffuser in hand. Bosco should be near him. They are going to be going for a plant sooner rather than later. But only 10 seconds on the clock. They need to move now.
Yeah, it puts them in a really tricky situation, and that makes it even worse. Achieved swings round, drops Bosco on the door, looks for a second, but they've come in via the bathroom instead. Swings dropped on the doorway. Geo tries to spray, but it's Charlotte that locks it off. TSM put themselves onto map point. And
themselves. They've got to be careful for that flank. We've been alluding to it before. There is a Chief at the bottom of the white stairs. You still have Bolo playing on that Orgs that can just suddenly pop up wherever he wants by jumping up these hatches. So Chief now just quickly running around up to the office. He does hear some players, it sounds like.
Well, this is where he might try and drop a C4. That buck might get caught, but Bolo does instead. Bosco gets the first opener here and the drop on the defenders as Rampy starts to open up the angle from luggage. There is the first C4 ripped, torn, and blown, and Rampy is the first to suffer for it. And I say first because there's still the potential of 2 more in the pockets, and obviously the other one didn't quite catch anybody. But with all the skull and crossbones that are otherwise making luggage a little bit of a risky approach here, Fultz is trying to dig themselves a pocket of space for safety for Canadian to try and get his feet inside Hookah. Instead, Nade drops the man over the billiards table, and Fultz suffers against Charla in the meantime. Bosco has a bit of a split push here with Canadian still a little bit adrift and ajar. There's Geo underneath with another C4 too, but you think 40 seconds left and they still have to put their pressure onto the site now itself as they start to dig their way down.
I was going to say, might not be enough right now. Is what we've seen from Space Station so far is that they're not really able to capitalize on their opening kills, and they're running out of time at the last final seconds. The grenade gets tossed in. A C4 could be good for a double kill if it lands and explodes at the right moment. So they have to be very careful for this on the likes of SSG. They take care of the Malusi Banshee. There it comes. It's going to be the double kill. It's going to be the down into Bosco. It's only up to Thinking Nade right now. He has 10 seconds to keep them in the game. In a 1v2, but he will not make it stick. Charla gets the final kill. Thinking Nade will go down, and it is going to be TSM.